Hi guys. So for anyone who's interested, I did want to revisit this read again. The read I did on Trump being sick. How did it happen? How? Why? And it was very, a very strange read in that I got trickery, but I also got that he is sick. He's not in on the trick. But I want to say this great reader, Ellie Dreams Down Under, she got the same thing. Thank you to commenters for your comments and also for letting me know that it made me feel a lot better about my read. First of all, she talks also in her video is called Enemy Within, ? And she talks about this discomfort she had putting out when she did the read twice. She was like, and the first time she just said, no, I'm going to start over again. And then the second time when she got it again, she was just like, okay, I have to go with this. And I felt that too. I felt like I think that's why, and one thing I will say that while I will stick with my read, I do think I was taking it too big and too far with my theories, my who, what, why, when, how. I wish I had, would have downshifted on that. I think I was trying to justify the possibility because for me, for it to be just people around him almost was too disturbing for me. So I had to jump to this Russia because Russia does poison people. And actually, Ellie makes a good point that in authoritarian governments, though, a lot of times it happens from within. These things happen from within. You have to take out the insane leader sort of thing. And I also jumped to this thing with, and I see these people that I'm referencing now, they are in the side story. They're not in the main story. I don't think it's them. This being the big money people, this is often my Putin card, that mob boss thing. So it's like, and what I see here, and this, like I was saying, the sort of conservative operatives, the big money that likes to control Trump or the conservative party, maybe like Rebecca Mercer types. But I've seen them working hard for Trump to try to keep him in power and sort of destroy our country in other ways, which is why I would put them in a category of people who would do something like try to take someone out, right? Because it's so sort of murderous. I mean, it's so depraved and dark. And also I had too many cups of coffee that morning, and I remember thinking, yeah, I've had a lot of coffee, but I'm okay. No more. New rule that no more reads until I've taken time off of coffee. But I still stand by, and a lot of the reason, I was going to say, I'm seeing some of the other things play out already. So I feel like I was not off, because I also question, maybe I was just off, or maybe these new cards threw me off, or they're off or something. But no, I don't think so. I actually really think I'm getting a lot from these cards. But yeah, the conservative, so I wanted to put them here, but what I actually get here, because I said this Ace of Swords, it was their idea, right? No. And it says right here, doom. Ace of Swords can also mean doom on you, and especially with the devil and the Tower. I think that this says that this was not something they wanted, and they're now they're unhappy about it. I did say that they were creating a false tower. It was kind of a cool theory. But as it is a side story, I'm going to take it as a side story and take it as how I just read it. And the reason I went to powerful, also the Magician is the most powerful card in the deck. And so I thought it has to be superpower people. Maybe it is, and also like avarice at the top with that Four of Pentacles. This is holding on to power. But really, I think the main message with this Magician is trickery. It's just giving me the message of trickery. It doesn't have to be, and I thought of it has to be a group, because a magician is so powerful, it's often more than one. And I do think it is more than one, but it doesn't mean it's a big group or a big, mob or society or something, because we have this Three of Pentacles and this Two of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles, it's really hard to not go to, simply there's more than one person involved. And it's a plan, because the Three of Pentacles, it's work. It's a plan. Someone did some work to do this. And then Two of Pentacles also is, I was saying change. Somebody wants a change, right? We have to stop this person, this madman. And the Two of Pentacles can also be like a juggling card, and which like taking something from one hand to putting it in another hand. You know what I mean? Like there could have been something like that. By the way, to be clear, I see conspiracy theories pushed by the right that Biden or Dems did this. I am absolutely not getting at that. There was no access to him, and it's ridiculous. You don't have to be a Dem to want to stop Trump. Many insiders have wanted to stop him as much as anybody else. It would have to be people close to him and around him who would have access to him in that way. One reason I think I wasn't off is this Mitch McConnell side story that he's actually going to try to take advantage. He's happy Trump's out and is going to try to keep pushing forward this Mitch side story I got I noticed it playing out, like that night, and I was like, there it is. And I knew it was it was like people actually speaking on, wow, look what he's doing. He's almost happy that he can just push this through while Trump's in the hospital, whatever. I also hate to be right on this, that the MAGA crowd was going to get crazier than ever. And I noticed, and I almost couldn't believe my eyes, is this real, that there are like people gathering outside of Walter Reed. It's just like a MAGA rally outside Walter Reed. They're just dancing for their dragon man. Again, I'll reiterate that I do feel, I feel more and more, I think we can all see now that he's sick. I feel that in him. He's sick, he's upset, he's unhappy, he doesn't want to be where he is. He wants to get out of, now I'm reading this for right now, where he's in that Walter Reed, he wants to get out. This romance, you're seeing this with Trump. And I read this more in my bigger theory, the Republican Party trying to take him out. And look, if it's someone around him, and we do have this avarice card, and it does look kind of like a White House or a structure that could represent the Republican Party. So whoever decided to do this might be trying to protect the Republican Party, would naturally seem to be in the Republican Party. Maybe there's more that these people know, and we're hoping this was a way to stop him that nobody would ever question, because he's already so irresponsible. I mean, that's another thing I've seen in comments, like why can't he have just gotten it? He could have just gotten it. But the cards tell me trickery, plan, and a plan for something to change, a possible juggling of something. I do see this now a little more connected to Trump wanting to turn this. He does not like to look sick, of course. He's trying to turn it into, but he's realizing it can bring him sympathy. He did this tweet that was like, thank you all for your love, and then did love in giant, in capital letters with exclamation points. Like he's going to try to soak up the romance that everybody is building up on him, because he's just a warrior now, overcoming this illness, and oh my God. And I am afraid, I don't want to I don't know if some people would really like him to have to retire from this. And maybe, you know what? Well, okay, I'll just tell you what the cards say. This Ace of Wands, like I said, that is power. That tells me a recovery. And this Two of Wands says alliance. Traditionally in this card, though it can be like going through a new gateway, it's almost like a new beginning. I don't want to say that he's going to have added power out of this. I see this as added vanity, though. Like it's almost going to make, is it possible that this could make him more egotistical? Again, this is not reading on the outcome of the election or anything. One thing that I have been thinking about a lot is his heart. I did a read, I don't know, a month or two ago on his heart, and I did feel that was going to become an issue. I will do a read on that. But yeah, the Papist here, the High Priestess, the beginning and the end, the Book of Life there, I still believe that he's not done yet. The kids at the bottom, I want to discuss. I know in my read where I was a little overworked up, I wondered, are they part of this? No. First of all, I feel them very connected to this card here. They don't want Dad out of the White House. They feel protected with him in the White House. And and it is kind of interesting that I feel them almost more anxious about getting him back to the White House than anything. And it's interesting looking at this Prince of Cups. He's like reaching for that goblet. And there's like this ghost. This feels so Don Jr. to me. Oh, that's really sad. Yeah, he's not comfortable with Dad getting sick. They want him back. They're worried about, themselves, and this helps them to feel protected when he's in the White House. Oh, this Temperance is interesting. And this also, you're hearing, I think I said in my read, the different experimental drugs. They've done the antibodies, and you're hearing about all these other drugs. So I felt that in this Temperance card, and you can see it there, the way she's back and forth. And again, as far as him getting better, that is what this card tells me. This card, it would be a card of he's going to pull through. As far as not feeling like you're getting, some people feeling like I'm not getting comfort from readers anymore. I know right now everyone has a general anxiety feeling. Things are just upside down. I think it's possible for a while that nothing's gonna, give you that groundedness. I did a reading about 10 days ago. I felt like that sound you hear when you're getting to the top of a roller coaster, that feeling so in my stomach and my chest, like my heart. And it was like the message being, here we go. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh my God, here we go. And it's funny because every few days I think, oh, this is the thing. It's just going to be a series. I mean, think of a roller coaster, right? And then I had also gotten that week, I did a read called 2 Weeks Upside Down, Hold On. And I felt, which is very much ties into roller coaster because you go upside down. And it was like a morning of lucid dreaming. And I felt like what I got out of it is 2 weeks, everything will be upside down, which is obviously interesting because what are we, a week, 10 days in, and I think we all feel that. And so, and I'm feeling that too. I'm not listening to as many of, readers. I'm not listening to the news. It's just like, cause like nothing, I just realized nothing is going to give me that feeling of groundedness. Yeah, I'll keep trying and, take walks, and just know if things feel out of control, that the message was like, just hold on. It's almost like let go and hold on. That's what I'm feeling. Like, just like if you're on a roller coaster, not that this is going to be fun this month, but the best thing you can do is just like let go and still, know you're strapped in. That's it. Try to let go of the anxiety, know you're strapped in, and just sort of be an observer and just like breathe and find your center in yourself and know that everyone's a little upside down because we all have to go through it together. And it is so interesting that it's such a collective experience because it's the United States and president and all this stuff. Anyway, so I hope you guys like that. Definitely listen to Ellie's reading. I think if you found this interesting, you're going to find that so interesting because you're going to realize it's getting the same thing. And she does it in a calmer way that I could learn from, where you stick to the card and you don't try to come up with these big theories like I did. Although I do think some of those theories were kind of interesting. I think sometimes you have to maybe explore the theories and then find the one that makes the most sense that still is true to the read. So anyway, thanks. I'll get to some more reads. I want to read on Hope Hicks. I want to read on heart, and maybe check in on Biden. You know, prayers to him. Thank God he has tested negative. But of course, these things, you know, sometimes take days. But, you know, he was responsible. So thanks, you guys, for, you know, for letting me share my reads with you and for letting me sort of take this one down a bit. So I feel better about that and appreciate that I have you guys to share this stuff with. And I'll talk to you guys next time.